Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's contest between the Oxford Wildcats and the Oak Park team. The Oak Park team comes with an 0-2 record, Wildcats 1-1. Dave, this is an important game for the Wildcats.
Yeah, very important. Oak Park has struggled all season long. Just 6 points for that offense as they lost a lot of talent from last season. We talked about it before the pregame here, but turnover battles are going to be huge for this game for both teams, really. Absolutely.
The Wildcats got to the short end of the stick against Clarkston last week, and it was primarily because of the turnover battle. They did a great job in the second half. And what about the Muir kid, man? 6 touchdowns already in 2 ball games. That's awesome.
Well, that's the thing. He can carry the rock. He can receive as well. He does everything. That whole family, as we've talked about, that Muir family, very, very good. So looking forward to this ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 10 seconds away from starting. Here we go, Oxford football.
After today's game, visit with the 24th Street Sports Tavern. The tavern supports the Wildcats, your team, your town, your tavern. The 24th Street Sports Tavern, Oxford. Summit Physical Therapy offers a wide range of services to help you with every ailment. We always provide one-on-one treatment with our patients with hands-on manual. Summit Physical Therapy, 72 South Washington Suite, 106, Oxford.
And the kick. Short, taken by the up back, number 16. He goes over the right side. He's got some blocking. Got a good return going. Out to the 35-yard line. That's where Oak Park will start. The Wildcats versus the Knights. Good return right there, Dave.
Yeah, good return, and that's going to be key for them as they've struggled to move the ball. So field position is going to be huge for Oak Park tonight.
Well, a first-year quarterback, and I'm sure he's got some experience in the JV level and what have you, but still – playing with the varsity squad, it's always nerve-wracking. And the Wildcat defense has really looked pretty good. They haven't given up a ton of yards. So you know what Zach said, he wants to win the turnover battle and have a tough defense. And so far, other than the one quarter against Clarkston, we've been there.
Right. They've only given up 385 yards all season long.
So Oak Park in the shotgun, fakes a handoff, rolls off to his left. The quarterback keeper, he's got room. He's a little tall, lanky quarterback, number 9 for Oak Park.
I tell you what, he glides.
Yeah.
He didn't look extremely fast there. Who's number 9 there on our roster? James Burnley. Yeah, James Burnley, the senior. So he waited last season, and they lost their top offensive lineman, their running back, and their quarterback. But he just glided and just seems like he picked up a lot of yards, obviously, on that first play. So.
Yeah, and I think he caught the Wildcats off guard there with that quarterback keeper. Yep. So I was impressed last week with the Wildcats. Early, they struggled, but they made nice adjustments at halftime and really gave Clarkston all they could handle in the second half.
Well, they outscored Clarkston in that second half and outplayed him. If they play like this game, they should come out with a victory.
Big hole for number 2 right there. That's Preem. Wildcats give up about a 5-yard gain there. So going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. They're going to give him 4, so 2nd and 6. Clock just running now. It's at 10 minutes and 50 seconds here in the opening quarter. The Wildcats, this is their 2nd home game of the year. Scored a victory to start the season.
Yeah, we talked about Oak Park. They went from that OAA white to the OAA red, and as we know, a lot of talent in that OAA red, so a different ball game altogether.
Well, that's the big boy league for sure. The OAA red is a tough division in all the sports for sure. Run up the middle, that's Bream again, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Nice job there by the defensive line for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great play. That was Ty Meir. We just talked about his brother. Ty Meir, he's been all over the stat sheet as well. Real strong on that defensive side.
Nice job there. Loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 early in the contest tonight.
It's really important they get a quick They get the offense off the field here real quick from Oak Park. As Oak Park, as I said, they've struggled all season long. You don't want to give them any momentum or any confidence out there.
Well, I can't wait to see the offense. The offense has done a nice job, and it's not your typical Oxford offense that we've seen for years. Back to throw the ball. Good arm.
Wow.
Hits the and a nice job in the defensive backfield. That's number 84, looks like. So that was Sal Vaccaro. That ball was completed, and Sal just did a great job knocking the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, it looks like Charles Gillespie dropped that one, too. That was actually a really nice pass right in the breadbasket, but as you mentioned, Vaccaro, Great play on the defensive side.
Great play, because it was a reception. He had it wrapped up, and Vaquero just knocked it out. Great job by Saul. He's had a nice season as well. He's been in the backfield, got some carries, and it's at Thunder and Lightning backfield that the Wildcats have been showing so far. Yeah. Can't wait to see it.
He plays that like center field style of defense out there as well. Lots of speed sideline to sideline.
Oak Park Knights ready to kick. Snap is a little high. Kick is off and good. Fair catch called for. Very late. Dangerous right there. Yeah,
I was hoping he was going to call for that fair catch. No room at all, but they gave it to him.
Yeah, that was John, Escudo on the fair catch.
Yeah, so Brady Carpenter out there in the season, 27-36, 332, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
332. Now, what shocks you about that is we've had quarterbacks at Oxford not throw for 332 in a season, and he's got it in 2 games.
It's a different style offense out there,
That's
for sure.
That's awesome stuff. And it worked, for sure. So Carpenter in the shotgun. What a beautiful night for football. There's virtually no wind, and it's just enough chilliness to keep you from getting uncomfortable. Running off the left side for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard. Wildcats.
We talked about it also. Tate Meir, he's been just a bell cow. 36 carries already on the season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, also has 2 in the air as well. So he's been a focal point on this offense early on.
Featured back for sure. That was Eccles on the carry for a loss of 1. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 11. Wildcats with their opening possession in tonight's contest against the Oak Park Knights.
Just the 3rd carry in the season for Eccles, but he's somebody that was featured a little bit last season, especially late in the season. So good to see them mixing him in early in this game.
Eccles is the only back in the backfield with Brady Carpenter. Carpenter takes the snap. He's looking for Eccles. Got Eccles on the swing pass. Eccles does a nice job cutting it back upfield. Gets the ball up over the 15-yard line down to the 16-yard line. About a 6-yard gain for Eccles.
Looks like he ran into Quan Burton, his own offensive lineman there, slowed him down just a bit, and that was just enough for Oak Park to catch up and get that tackle.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 7.5, let's call it 8. Wildcats again on their opening possession.
So interesting to see Eccles out there to start the game and no Meir in that backfield. I didn't hear anything. I don't think he's injured or anything like that, but something to keep an eye on.
Well, would be my guess. He just put in a good work week and he's being rewarded, right? So
as he should be.
As he should be. That's what my speculation would be. Carpenter in the shotgun. Eccles behind him. Going with the hard count, trying to get Oak Park to jump off sides, and the Wildcats will take a timeout. So Wildcats offense, 1 run, 1 pass play so far today.
And that's something they've done. Like you said, 332 yards, maybe that wouldn't have happened in the prior regime for a whole season, but this is going to be a consistent offense that is balanced.
Absolutely.
And that's what you want, and that way you're not predictable.
Well, the unpredictability is certainly, when you take the whole season for Coach Line, none of these guys have ever seen anything on film for him as coaching because he hasn't coached before. They don't know what he's going to do, so it's a great advantage for the Wildcats. And, as he gets more experience, he'll be able to use that to his advantage.
And we talk about the loss last week. Listen, it was a tough matchup. Clarkston's number 6 right now. I mean, that's no slouch.
6th in the state, by the way.
That's exactly it.
Absolutely.
And they're playing a powerhouse in West Bloomfield tonight. So interested to see how that one goes. I'll try to keep you up on that score, but that's a tough matchup early on in the season.
Absolutely. The cheerleaders with the pink pom-poms tonight, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Great job by the cheerleaders and the coaching staff of them. Wildcats in a shotgun. Brady Carpenter puts the man in motion. Back to throw the ball. And it's knocked down. Looked like it almost fell out of his hand. Number 10 knocked it down. That's Jalen Steffens.
He had no time.
No, he was getting pressured. I think they had a screen pass set up, and big number 10, Steffens, jumped up and knocked it out of the air because he looked like he was going to feather that ball in. So Wildcats stymied after their 3-yard gain. Going to punt the ball here. So both teams with 1 possession and 1 kick. Snap is a little high. Good job by the kicker to get it. Boots it with a huge hang time. Little short, but it's a big hang time. Takes a Wildcat bounce. Oh, that Oak Park guy, his coaches are going to get him for that.
That's just, there's no, this is not no call for that. I mean, you don't want to see your players doing that because, one, you don't want to see a guy get hurt, and two, that's a turnover waiting to happen.
That's Joshua Flake. Flake, probably will get coached up in a minute.
He's going to get something, yeah.
Yeah, to say that, he's a wide receiver. He should know better. Get away from that punt. There's nothing good that come out of that.
Well, we know those wide receivers like to touch the ball, but,
So the Knights will take over with the ball inside the Wildcat territory at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:28 to go in the contest. No score. I'd like to say hello to everybody here in Oxford. We're live streaming this out. Hello to the Tavern, and we thank OCTV for bringing this to you tonight.
Yeah, we're happy to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice job there. But he broke the tackle. That's number 9 with some moves. Oak Park, number 9. Again, that's James Brunley. Brunley with a nice broken tackle in the backfield and a nice gain. Takes the ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, he took that ball back at the last second and spin out of that tackle. So, like I said, he's not somebody that looks super quick on the field. He's just gliding and super effective out there.
He's a tall kid, and he's certainly big stride. So he went the run-pass option there and pulled it out, and nice gain. 1st and 10 for the Knights. The red and white uniforms. Number 2 up the middle for nothing. Number 70's in there. There's 3 Wildcats.
Good play there by the Wildcats.
That's Prim again on the carry.
Now you talked about that run pass option, that RPO. How has offenses, in the last few years, has it just completely changed high school and college football? You see quarterbacks like that can run and pass. It's been a big change from when I was playing football.
Well, and it's also made its way up there with a couple of those nimble quarterbacks in the NFL.
Well, Cam Newton's doing it still right now.
Yeah, it used to be taboo for quarterbacks to run. Back to throw the ball, little swing pass, got blocking, number 4 with the carry. Good tackle from behind by the Wildcats, but it looks like another first down for the Knights.
Yeah, that's Amari Harris there, really shifty out there, and just a short pass, but making something with it, yards after the catch.
Well, nice play called by the Oak Park Knights coach. Had that one set up really well. Good blocking out front. Going to bring up a first down, ball spotted on the 13-yard line. Oak Park with a nice drive here.
It certainly doesn't look like an offense that's struggling, right? So maybe they had a good week of practices, feeling confident out there.
Well, in high school football, your opponent sometimes dictates what you do. So they could have played 2 tough teams as to why they haven't had much offense. So, again, we got Brunley straight ahead running. Looks like number 12, Flake. Nope, 21.
Yeah, battling down there.
That's Watson. Good hard running. Good tackling by the Wildcats there. About a 3-yard gain. And
you best believe that they were watching tape of that Clarkston game, especially that first half, that first quarter. So,
2nd down, 7 to go. Ball spotted and about the, I guess it's the 10-yard line. I got all those soccer paintings down there. Hard to pick a yardage marker up. Burnley. I guess that's how it's pronounced. Burnley, number 9, still in at quarterback, in the shotgun. Hand off to the motion back. Wildcats see it. They've got it. That was number 5 on the carry, Jackson.
84 on the tackle there. Great tackle by Sal Vaccaro.
Sal Vaccaro, another Vaccaro making a play. Brings up a 3rd down and 5 situation. Now, when in high school football, you get inside that 10 or down around that 10, they don't often settle for a field goal.
Well, it's 4-down territory, right?
Absolutely.
Most of the time. Yeah, so this is
Burnley,
a key play.
In the shotgun, got big number 10 in the backfield with him. That's Steffens, and 23, that's Hall. Hand off to Hall, looks like an offsides call over the left side.
Ooh.
He stopped short, but there is a flag on the play.
Like
so I heard. I don't see it on the field. So they're going to have first and goal. There was no flag.
Yep. Took it right down to the 1 yard line there.
Again, there's good blocking at the point of attack, but the nice tackle, I think that was Vaquero again, saved the touchdown.
Yeah, we talked about their struggles, but so far they've been able to move the ball pretty effectively. They had that one dropped pass, which would have moved the ball on that first drive. So we'll see if Oxford defense can stand strong here at the 1.
The goal line stance, one of the greatest challenges in football.
In all sports.
3:30 to go here in the opening quarter. Big number 9 up under center, Burnley. Burnley tries to take it straight ahead, fakes it, and goes off the right side untouched. Nice play there, Burnley. Burnley looked good on this drive.
I tell you what, he made that look easy. I mean, we talked about it. You know, I said the name Cam Newton. I'm not saying he's Cam Newton, but he's the same style. Cam Newton, you don't think super fast, but he glides because he's got that big body. This kid's the same way. We already know he's got a bullet of an arm.
Yeah, he threw that one pass that Vaquero broke up earlier. Had some velocity on it. So the Wildcats find themselves on the short end of the stick of a 6-0 lead right now. Number 5 in to kick the extra point. That's Keyshawn Jackson, a wide receiver. Little confusion there by the Knights.
Yeah.
Snap is a little low, tough snap, and it's blocked by the Wildcats. That was had doom spelled.
It did.
Because the snap was good, and I don't think he ever got it on the stand.
Yeah.
I think it was number 42, Tate Meir, that blocked the tackle.
Lots of confusion there. And I got to tell you, JR, you know, you want to get it out of your head if you're an Oxford player. You don't want to let it come into your mind. But, you know, they fell behind 21-0 last week versus Clarkson in that first quarter. So very important that they can get this ball moving and get some momentum back on offense.
Absolutely, and let's see what happens in that backfield, whether he brings Meir back in and goes from there. But they didn't have much success in the opening drive, but they'll get much better field position here. You know, that's a dangerous spot to get the ball where they got it around the 12, 13-yard line. So they can use their full playbook if they get it out around the 20, 25.
Yeah, and it's like we said, you already mentioned the cheerleaders. It's good to see them here. Perfect night. You know, news that came out recently is the capacity is going to be able to go up to 30% too. So that's pretty exciting. You know, I read that the other day, and it's good to see as things go back to somewhat of a normal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? The kids are out there on the field. You don't think they hear the parents. They don't they hear their classmates in here rooting for them.
That's it.
Let's hope there's a nice crowd in the tavern, the 24th Street Tavern tonight watching. They are sponsoring tonight's game. And I'm sure the Wildcats are going to get it going right here. Short kick. Looks like it's going to go way out of bounds around the 30-yard line. So
and a flag.
Much better field position for the Wildcats here. They're going to get the ball at the 35 to 40-yard line. So let's see what happens on this drive.
Well, there was a short kick when they punted it to Oak Park. Oak Park took it in, got a touchdown. Now it's Oxford's time to take advantage of that field position and punch it in.
They're going to get the ball at the 35-yard line. Typically, that's where it goes if there's a penalty on the kick, and when they kick it out of bounds, that's a penalty. So Brady Carpenter, number 10, had a fine season last year, and he has continued to be a great field general out there.
Melvin Eccles still in the backfield there, so something to keep an eye on there.
Yeah, you know, Meir was the one that blocked that kick, so I'm sure he's okay, but we'll keep an eye on that. Carpenter, number 31 off to the left side. He's got some room to run. Nice 6-yard gain. That's Melvin Eccles with a nice run. Ball up over the 40-yard line. Or just shy of the 40-yard line. They're backing it up.
Yeah, give credit to those big guys up front, too, paving the way. Nice run by Eccles.
Well, you know, this is one of the bigger offensive line the Wildcats have had.
That's it.
You know, I'm used to seeing some 130, 140-pound kids on that offensive line that just are tough as nails. But, you know, these guys are tough, and they've got some size to them. That's awesome. Up under center is Carpenter. Handoff, Eccles. Straight ahead running. I'm assuming that's Eccles.
Yep, that's
Eccles.
was.
Nice 3-yard gain there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. He kind of got his leaning a little bit forward there. and lost his balance, but it was still good blocking at the point of attack.
Yep, and as we're talking about, there's Ty Meir that just checked in.
I don't know if he's in the backfield or receiver. We'll find out. Brady Carpenter played the last half of last year at quarterback, did a great job.
Yeah, with his brother.
Yeah.
He did a good job last season, too, and I think he's kind of taking it over as his own, and he looks comfortable out there as well. So.
Well, the nice thing is a junior, he's going to be back for a senior year. So.
Exactly.
Good snap. Eccles makes a nice move at the
nice
line.
Run.
And Eccles is going to dance and get the first down. That was 90% Eccles right there, an all effort. He made a couple nifty moves inside. You know, footwork and vision. You don't necessarily need speed all the time. That was footwork and vision. Nice job by Eccles, number 31. 3 carries, first down for the Wildcats.
Well, you say footwork and vision, and I'll raise you and say power as well, because that was some powerful moves there. He had both hands on the ball. He was not letting go of it either, so looked very, very strong there in the backfield.
1 minute to go here in the opening quarter. Wildcats down 6-0, but on the move. Carpenter pitches it. Eccles again, left side. Eccles got some speed, turns the corner, gets the ball up over the 50-yard line into Oak Park territory, down to about the 49. Boy, Eccles showed he's got a little speed right there.
Well, that's what you want, too. You know, on that pitch, nice play there. If you can get 4 or 5 yards every time on first down.
Coach's dream.
It's just beautiful. It opens up that playbook.
2nd down and 6. 30 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Once again, we'd like to thank OCTV for bringing you tonight's contest. We hope you're enjoying it. My name is JR, and my partner here is Dave.
Happy to be here with you. Going to be a lot of fun.
Carpenter under center. Fakes the ball to Eccles. Back. Nope, he did give it to Eccles.
Yep.
Nice fake.
Well, it's such a good fake. He faked both of us out because I thought Brady had that ball.
Eccles bowled straight ahead, got the ball down to the 46-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd down and 3 to start the second quarter. Wildcats at the end of the first quarter trail 6-0 to the Oak Park Knights.
Yeah, so they're getting positive plays out of Eccles. Eccles, like you said, I don't know if it's an injury, if he had a great week of practice. Obviously, you make some changes when you're struggling like you did last week against Clarkston. I don't know if Eccles got in that game, but it's good to see that running back tandem duo, if you want to say it. If you want to throw in, there's a 3rd back in there as well, Sal Vaccaro, who we saw. He's extremely talented as well.
Oh, you talk about quick feet and vision. That's Vaccaro all the way. So, you know, and let's face it, Eccles is a senior. He's put in 4 years into the program, and he deserves a shot. And he's doing a fine job. He had tough field position on that opening drive. This drive, he's the featured back, and he's doing a nice job grinding out 3 to 5 yards on every carry. So, Wildcats. You know, this is an old-fashioned Oxford Wildcat drive, pounded out on the ground, as we used to say, pound the rock.
Well, yeah, and we saw it happen in that first game especially. They opened it up a bit, and they had a couple deep shots, and you like to see them do that as well. And when they keep running that ball and they're getting positive yards, you can do that. It opens up that pass game. So look to see them take a couple shots here.
No question. And you know, you start pounding the rock, and then all of a sudden you try to go over the top. It makes that a little bit easier.
Right.
You know, so
you can't put 8 men in the box there when you can pass the ball as well. So
second quarter beginning right now. Wildcats down 6-0. But again, they're on the move inside the Oak Park territory for the first time tonight. Ball spotted on the 46-yard line. It is a 3rd down and 3. Brady Carpenter under center, done a nice job.
Eccles back there in the backfield again.
Snap. Rolling right. Got a lot of pressure. Throws the ball out there to number 7. It floats. Intercepted. Running down the left sideline. That's number 8. That's Gillespie. Gillespie with the interception. That ball just floated. He had pressure in his face and might have ought to just ran that one.
Yeah, I mean, pressure was in his face, but you don't want to see him just let that go. Just too much air underneath it. You said it. And, you know, you don't want to get hit, but sometimes just going down to the ground to live another play as well.
Well, and it looked like number 7 for the Wildcats, Viviano, that's who it was intended for.
Yep.
And the ball just kind of floated. He might have jumped just a touch early, but turnover battle. We talked about it to start the contest, and that's what got the Wildcats in trouble against Clarkston. So let's count on the defense. Time to step up, pick your teammates up. 11:50 to go here, second quarter. 6-0 score. Oak Park on top. Snap, back to throw the ball. Long throw, wide open, and a good catch. Nice tackle, but boy, that was a well-thrown ball. Number 5, just hit him in stride, Jackson. So, but Burnley, that was a very well-thrown ball.
I got to tell you, this kid looks sharp. I mean, if somebody told me that they struggled all season long, had 6 points, I'd be flabbergasted, right?
Well, and again, I go back to what I said.
It's your opponent.
Did they pay Southfield and West Bloomfield and Clarkston? That's
where
tough to score.
You don't have time to throw the ball, right?
Yeah. First and goal for Oak Park. High snap, ball number 2 running to the left side. He's got some room.
Too much room.
He's being stretched out by the Wildcats, but he's close, and he is in the end zone. That's number 5. Jackson gets in the end zone. Wildcats, after the interception, touchdown in 2 plays for Oak Park.
Well, we talked about it. When you can run the ball, and they've been able to run the ball, and they've started to open up a pass, deep pass there. We saw a short pass that yards after catch. But you said it, JR, turnovers.
Yeah, you can't do that. And again, Wandry had reasonably good coverage on the receiver, but it was just a perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah.
So hats off to Oak Park. Wildcats are going to have to open it up and get things rolling. I think we'll find out whether the sophomore, Tate Mears, is injured or not right here, because you can't fall down to third score for sure.
Nope, eventually going to have to pass that ball around. So
last time the Oak Park team went for an extra point, they had a bad snap. This one's better, but it's up and it's good. So they take a 13-0 lead early in the second quarter. 11:11 left on the clock. Time for the Wildcats to open up a can and make something happen on offense.
We talked about it. Lance Cruz North, right? They were completely different. Oxford had them shut out 34-0. They had them shut out at halftime as well. I believe it was around 27-0. And then it completely got flipped when they played Clarkston. Now, the turnover battle, we talked about that. They started to turn it over in Clarkston. It's happened here. You find yourself down like this. You just want to talk to that offense. And, JR, how do you keep their confidence up?
Well, you know what? Kids are resilient. As a coach myself and coaching bowling, a guy can go from a gutter ball to a strike in one frame, and it just turns the whole momentum around. And let's be honest too. Coach is learning as he goes, and here he is pounding the rock, having some success. Maybe he pounds the rock one more time there and gets the first down. So they'll be fine. I have all the confidence in the world that this team will turn it around, and they'll grind it out. They'll get back in this contest. But the kids will bounce back. They'll push each other, and this is a great coaching staff that's been assembled, so they'll get them fired up. Over the right side, I believe that's number 84, Vaquero. Sal Vaquero on the carry. Boy, he bounced around like a pinball there a little bit.
And Mr. Everything.
Yeah, but he held on to the ball, did a great job.
You talked about it, and listen, you can't score twice on one touchdown, right? So you just got to go one drive at a time. You're only down by 2 scores. It's really early here. So
absolutely. And
get that ball moving.
They'll make some defensive adjustments, and let's get this offense rolling. Brady Carpenter stays in at quarterback. Ty Meir followed him in. I don't know if he'll be in the backfield or not. Still looks like Eccles in the backfield.
Yep, still Eccles.
11:06 before halftime. High snap, great job by Carpenter just to go up and get it. Nice moves at the entering the line, and look at the
look at those legs turning.
Now you ask right there. That's how you turn the team around. That's how you fire them back up. Good hard nose running and gutsy running right there by number 31, Melvin Eccles. Maybe now you see why he's in the lineup.
Well, that's a hungry senior right there, right? So getting those carries and making the most of them. We saw a lot of positive things from him, and we've seen that from this backfield all season long, but he's that bell cow right now.
Nice run 5-yard gain on the play, going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
I'd like to see them roll out Brady Carpenter here, maybe get that passing game open a little bit too.
Yeah, but Brady did a great job right there going up and getting that high snap and getting it down into Eccles' hands. That's a tough thing to do. Wildcats with a fullback in the game right now. Carpenter, Eccles right side, hit early, but he still gets 2 yards.
Yeah, it was Jalen Mines there getting that hit. He was big, solid hit there up at that defensive line. So they've looked pretty strong so far in this game. And it is like you said, you know, your opponents, it really changes from week to week and how you prepare. And I'm sure they had some of that tape last week, which did help. But
Eccles come off the field. He looks like he's limping a little bit. 42 Mir went in. So looks like he's definitely limping, is Eccles. So the sophomore, number 42 Mir, with 6 touchdowns so far on the season, enters the game. Carpenter in the shotgun. Mir off to his left. Goes out for a quick pass. Nice job by Brady trying to avoid the rusher.
Yep, nobody open.
Nobody open. And he learned his lesson. He didn't try to throw the ball when nothing was open. So Brady Carpenter ran off to his left side, lost 3 yards on the play, so that's going to force a punting situation. Wildcats offense just looks a little stymied right now.
Yeah, Caleb Bryant on the tackle there. He did roll out because there was just nothing there, but unfortunately just
well, it looked like that was going to be a screen pass to Mir over the middle, and the Oak Park team sniffed it out, and they were right on Mir right away. So Brady did a good job trying to avoid the rush and held on to the ball. So the Wildcats ready to kick for the 2nd time. Much better kick. It's long and it's high. It's going to take a bounce at the 27-yard line, go inside the 25 and out of bounds. So a nice boot right there by the Wildcats.
Field position. That could be a big change in this game. Obviously a tough punt, and it led to that first touchdown. So then the turnover. So let's see if Oxford can get that defense going here and get some positive vibes on that sideline right now. So
Wildcat defense, you know, they did a great job the first game of the year against Las Cruz, getting some turnovers. So we're going to have to see if we can steal one here, whether we knock it out of their hands like Vaquero did earlier in the contest, or you know, we force a pass and intercept it. But we're definitely going to need a turnover. That would spark this team.
Well, I don't care who it is. If you shut out a team in football, you're doing something, right? So
absolutely. This
is a good defense, and there's a good offense. They just got to get things back on track, and they will.
1st and 10 for the Oak Park Knights. They have a 13-0 lead. Clock is at 8:24 here in the opening half. Looked like a false start, but I don't see a flag on the play. Number 4 on the swing pass off to the left side. Run down by number 42, Mir.
Yeah, those short passes as well. They've got a lot of speed on this team as well for Oak Park. Those yards after catch.
5-yard gain on the play. Again, number 42, Mir, ran him down.
I've been really impressed with the quarterback out there, the senior James Burnley for Oak Park.
Again, this is a gorgeous night, and you know, we hope that they do open up and get more people here in the stands. This is one of the most unbelievable football stadiums in high school sports. Burnley takes the snap, running straight ahead's number 2. He's hit a couple times, but he's knocked forward for the first down. That's number 2, Brim on the carry. And he did get the first down. That nose of the football is just barely touching the 35.
They've been able to move these chains so far early on, but you talked about it, you know, just the Friday night lights, right? That's what you always want to do in high school, obviously, for these kids as well. And there's something special about a high school football game, especially out here on the big blue field.
Yeah. Well, once again, we thank OCTV live streaming this out, and our sponsors that are out there helping make this happen. You know, it's a crazy year. 2020 is just out of control, and you know, it's nice that we were able to get this out in the public and they can see some of the game, and they can't be here in person. So, but next best thing is to watch it on TV.
Right. Yeah, we wish you could be here, but we'll bring it to you, and we're happy to do so.
6:50 to go in the opening half. Oak Park with a first down. Burnley hands off to the left side. Good hard running. Looked like number 21 to me. Watson. He went over the top, but still got a 5-yard gain.
Jonathan Wandry on the tackle there. Slowed him down a bit, but positive yards, and they keep chipping away.
Well, and we mentioned it earlier, the 5-yard gains on first down.
Right.
It goes against you when it's you're on defense.
Well,
you want to keep that to 1 and 2 yards or negative plays.
Now, we are going to get a flag, so thankfully we're going to move that ball back.
Ah, beautiful. That finally snuck that in on us.
That's a nightmare, right, for a coach. That's
well,
the opposite.
You know, we've said it many times in broadcasts that sometimes, in most times, penalties are drive killers.
That's it.
So, here is a 5-yard gain, but they go 10 yards back. So, you lost 15 yards on that play. So instead of 2nd and 5, you got 1st and 18. So that's great for the defense.
Often you find yourself with that in a 3rd and long. So very predictable.
Here we go. Burnley looking to throw the ball. Got an open receiver. Nope. Nice job there by number 12 getting over to cut him off for the Wildcats.
Jonathan
Accusto. But the receiver was open for a minute. Accusto closed quickly, and Burnley overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, perfect position, obviously, but it looks like that receiver just
I think
stopped on that route, too, as well. So
yeah, if that ball would have been thrown accurately, I think Accusto would have cut it off and intercepted it. So 2nd down and 10, clock stopped at 6:06, 13-0 Oak Park, 2nd quarter. Straight ahead running is number 2. Wildcats have that one all sniffed out.
Great job.
It looks like a fumble. Wildcats, we called for it. I called for a turnover, did I not?
That's
and
it,
there it
JR.
is. Wildcats deliver.
Game changer
nice
right there.
job. It looks like he just stole it out of his hands.
I mean, look at the difference because, Oak Park had gained 5 yards. We said, well, there you go with that positive yardage. They got the penalty. Came a little bit predictable.
Drive killer.
Changed everything.
Drive killer. And 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Still limping is number 31, but he's back in the contest. That's Melvin Eccles. He had a little bit of limp as he churged in there.
And when you get turnovers, JR, you got to score.
Got to score points. Well, and the Wildcats, again, one drive they moved the ball quite well, and then the ball floated a little bit, and we had an interception. So we'll go back to that. Eccles has had a nice contest so far. Brady Carpenter smells it. He knows what he needs to do here. Wildcats, 1st and 10, ball on the 31-yard line. Eccles makes a move at the line, gets the ball inside the 30, but only a gain of 2.
You know what? That could have easily been a loss of 1 or 2 there, but he avoided that tackle.
Eccles is coming back out, and he is not right. He tried to go on it, and it looks like he's pointing to his hip. So.
Oh boy. Yeah, and he had to make a quick move there as well to avoid that tackle.
Well,
you hate to see that.
Yeah, and Oak Park is tough. I mean, they're playing a tough ball game right now, so you need to be at 100%. I applaud the young man for gutting it out, trying it, but there's no question he didn't move in the line like he was moving earlier. So it's not like we're going to have a big drop-off here with number 42, Tate Meir, in the lineup. He's the deep back. Brady Carpenter under center. Pavigliano off to the left. Handoff, number 42, Meir. Look at the spark that Meir brings. Gets the ball to the 25. Nice solid run. 6-yard gain for Meir in his first carry of the contest.
As we said, those big guys up front, nice job paving the way.
Well, and again, sometimes just a change of pace is all something needs to make a big difference. Yeah. Number 24 into the contest, that's Ty Meir. Ty is a senior, according to our paperwork, and Tate a sophomore.
Yeah, their brother played here as well.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool. The Carroll brothers, we've got the Meir brothers, we had the Line brothers.
That's it. Carpenter
brothers. I mean, there's a whole list of brothers that have played. Rolling to his right is Carpenter. Carpenter looking to dump the ball, gets it off. Boy, oh boy, the 3rd down play that just didn't work at all.
Well, sometimes just throwing that ball even away because there really was nothing that was going to happen there positive. That was a broken play from the beginning, unfortunately. Just too much pressure in his face.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4. Wildcats are going to leave the offense on the field, which totally makes sense here. They have 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the opening half, and they really desperately need to get a score on the board before halftime. So this has been their best penetration so far into the Oak Park Knights.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between high school football, college, and pro football. You don't often have a field goal kicker that's going to kick it 50, 40 yards. So,
although we've had it.
We've seen it.
We've seen it. So this is a big play for the Wildcats. 4th down and 4 early in the contest. The clock is at 4:13. Back to throw the ball is Carpenter. Carpenter getting pressured. Fires it deep. Got an open receiver, and he dropped the ball. Nice throw by Carpenter. Good play by the defense there. 85. It kind of looked like 85 had the ball. That's Trent Brown, and it looks like the defensive back kind of ripped his arms out from under it. So,
well, that's tough because that safety blanket for a quarterback is your tight end, right? And that was put right in the breadbasket, but just couldn't bring it down, and it's a tough play there.
Well, looks like there's a penalty on the play, and the Wildcats are going to get a first down. I didn't see what it was.
Well, that, the opposite of an offense, having a penalty like that, a drive killer, that'll bring you back to life.
Yeah. My apologies. I did not see what the penalty was.
That looked like a hold.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it was roughing the passer because it was in the backfield. And
well, that's true, too, because he was could have been a late hit there as well. Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the 12-yard line. Meir stays in as the deep back. Carpenter. Meir, left side, cuts back in the hole, does a nice job, gets the ball to inside the 10, down to about to the 10. So tough 2-yard gain right there. I tell you, the defensive line, offensive line battle has been a very tough battle. And right now, Oak Park seems to be winning it a little bit because it's tough running inside.
Well, there's a lot of physical play there up front for Oak Park. And, you throw the records out right now, right? It doesn't matter. You show up here for some football under the lights, and they've definitely done that tonight.
Got the Meir brothers in the backfield, 24 up front, 42 in the back. Carpenter under center. It's going to be a 2nd down, 8. Big 42.
No room.
Nothing there. Loss of a yard on the play.
Well, just like you just said, JR. I mean, look at that penetration, and they're, once they're there, they're not missing tackles either.
No, and again, it's hard 1-on-2 there.
Right.
He had one Oxford guy, Meir, on 2 red and whites. It just didn't work out. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And again, it's 2-down territory, but that field's compacted now. There's 11 guys on the other side.
It's tougher to move the ball, yeah.
Well,
100%.
Yeah, they call it the red zone for a reason. It's tough to move inside there. 3rd down, about 8.
Calling a pass play here, JR?
No, I think I'm going to grind it out. I think there's penetration has been too good for Oak Park, so I'm going to give it to 42. He's been a machine. You're going to pitch it to him. Left side, he's got some room. He's got a blocker. Gets it inside the 10. But I'll tell you, Oak Park was moving quickly.
And Jalen Mines, the defensive back there, I've seen him make a couple good plays tonight. It looked like that hole was a little bit bigger there, and unfortunately, it just closed up real quick.
Yep. Wildcats are just look a beat off, so yep. I'm sure we'll make some nice halftime adjustments. Halftime is just 1 minute and 55 seconds away. Wildcats are going to go for it again here on 4th down.
You're passing the ball here. 4th and 7.
I think so.
I think you put him in the shotgun, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
They're on the left hash. Brady Carpenter. Look for him to just sets and throws.
Oh, had him.
Ball was just a little behind him.
Had him. Yep. Had him right down the middle there, but just a little bit behind him, and that's a timing play right there.
Good design on the play. 81 was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, that could have been a momentum changer right there, but, you're obviously going to go for it. That's 4-down territory, but that's a timing play.
Yep. And Wildcats, let's see, 1 minute 30 seconds to go here.
You got all your
Oak Park,
timeout. Well, you got 2 timeouts, right?
Yeah, yep. If you're Oak Park, who knows if they're going to just sit on it, run it a couple times, let the clock run out.
You got 2 timeouts. Do Do you call him here, or do you just let the
you let it run out?
Just let it run out.
Just let it run out. You haven't had much going on the offensive side, so you let it run out here. Regroup at halftime.
I mean, they're backed up too, so this is not exactly easy for Oak Park. But like you said, just run that out for them. And
1st and 10, snap up the center. Number 10 on the carry. That's Steffens again. Clock continues to run.
And if you're a coach for Oak Park, you tell him 2 hands on the football.
Yeah.
You do not want to be turning that over.
He got hit from behind. I thought for a minute there he was going to lose that ball. So clock's running, 1:10 to go. Opening half. Wildcats down 13-0. Kind of a shocker. Timeout on the field called by Oxford after a few seconds ran off. But, we come into the game, you look at the records. Oxford 1-1, a real nice performance in their opening against Lance Cruz, and then a tough battle with Clarkston. You expect that to be a 1-1. And Oak Park 0-2. We didn't know who the 2 teams they played were, but we're going to find that out at halftime because they sure look way better than an 0-2 team.
Well, they played West Bloomfield, right? They lost 39-0 to West Bloomfield. They lost to Lake Orion 38-6, right? So those are 2 solid opponents.
Those are 2 great programs. So, there's no disrespect to be 0-2 after playing those 2 cats. There's no doubt about that.
And sometimes you can print out a nice sheet with all these stats, and it just doesn't matter, JR.
You're right. You're right. It's who's having the best day on that day, and
right now it's Oak Park, but we're looking to turn that around in the second half.
Absolutely. We gifted them 1, so it's really been a pretty tough ball game. Nobody has dominated, even though the score is 13-0.
Now, they use that timeout. Is he telling his players, hey, go for the strip, whatever you have to do?
I think that's exactly right. That's a good call on your part. Plus, giving them a gasser, they don't want to have them be tired out.
Right. Oh, there they go.
Fumble.
Just like that. That's down again, JR. They got
it.
They got it.
There you go. Nice job, Coach Line. Calling that timeout was huge right there.
Hey,
the Wildcats, again, they're coached. They're coached to go for the strip. They're coached.
That's it.
Yeah.
He talked about that last week in the paper, going for that strip. Turnovers create touchdowns.
Well,
look what they did just now.
You just have to be careful you don't go for the strip and you let a broken tackle happen. So here the Wildcats, a little turn of events with just about 57 seconds to go here in the first half. Get the ball at the 5-yard line. Great play by the Wildcats. We're a little bit too far away to kind of tell who did that, but it was a broken play from the Oak Park team from the jump street because he dropped the ball and then he never got a handle on it. Brady Carpenter.
1 timeout.
Straight ahead running.
There you go.
That's
in.
That's Meir. 24. Ty Meir. Breaking the ice. Wildcats get the score.
Hey, that's it right there. We talked about it. Turnovers, man.
Well, not only that, but you play hard. You never get down, and that's great coaching. And this coaching staff had everybody believing. Call the timeout. Say, focus up, hit the guy, get the ball, and they did. The defense created the offense. The defense doesn't get the touchdown, but they created that touchdown.
Well, they've been grinding, and we've talked about this before as well. This team is prepared to play a long, tough game. They're prepared more than any other team.
Snap is good. The kick is trying, and the kick. No good.
Wow.
Whoa, just a little to the left. Big number 70 didn't get it all, and number 70 is going to get a personal foul and likely be thrown out of the game. He went after the one of the Oak Park players. That was not a good play on his part. Mental breakdown there.
And that's the thing. You don't want to see that after such a positive play. It's tough to see that, but as we talked about, he'll get coached up here.
Well, in 51 seconds left, you're giving a team with a high-powered offense outstanding field position.
Yeah.
So you don't want to give a score back that you just got. So.
Well, that momentum, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's it right there.
So let's see if they.
You think a half's over, and it completely changes on you, huh?
Well, the defense has got to rally again and pick up big number 70 there because, again, Oak Park's going to get the ball, well inside of midfield or at least at midfield. So the Wildcats get on the board, 6 points, trail 13-6, 50 seconds to go before halftime.
There you go.
And Look at where they got to kick it from. They got to kick it
that's
from.
That's tough.
Yeah, well, that's a 15-yard penalty. So they're kicking it from the 25-yard line. So Oak Park's going to get the ball in pretty good field position.
Well, Dave Rayner, that special teams coach as well, he's not happy about this.
Absolutely. Maybe we can get him to go out there and kick.
He can kick it from there.
He can kick a field goal from there. Yeah,
he was pretty special for Michigan State.
And he was pretty special for Oxford.
Yeah, that's it.
Good low line drive kick. Takes an Oxford bounce a little bit, I guess. Slows him down.
Good
Boy,
job.
Nice
Great
job.
penetration there.
Great
Wow.
job right there. That's 34 this time. That's Vaccaro, Marco Vaccaro. How many Vaccaros are on this team?
I think about 10 or 12.
Well,
and they're all good.
That's a sophomore right there. That's Marco. So you got 3 Vaccaro brothers on this team. And coming from the backside was Accusto. He was just hauling.
Yeah. And, you want more playing time? You do it right there on special teams, make a name for yourself like that.
Absolutely.
So that's exactly what he did.
Absolutely. So the Wildcats special teams did a good job right there because 33-yard line's a lot better than I thought that was going to be. I figured they'd be at least in midfield. So a great kick, and I didn't get the kicker's number, but he did a real nice job. It was a low line drive, deep, and good coverage by the special teams. So the defense has got to hold them out of the end zone with 45 seconds left. Burnley, run straight ahead. Good gain on first down. But again, it's a run, so the clock is going to continue to run. Inside 35 seconds now. Second down and 4.
Well, the thing is if they're going to run the ball, you wonder why they don't just kneel it here. Because I don't know how, if they're looking to take it to the house.
Well, I think they could be setting up the pass, so they don't want to give.
There you go.
There's a fumble. Another
That's what
fumble.
happens.
Wildcats with the recovery. That's 3 turnover recoveries by the Wildcats. And Wildcats didn't do that as much as number 9 did it himself. He went to hold the ball back up, and he hit his own player in the back of the head. Wildcats, with 17 seconds here, can take the lead.
Listen, I know you want to get something going, but you just had a turnover that led to some points here. I thought maybe take it into halftime, kneel that ball, be happy you got the lead. You get a little dangerous out there, and they started to get a little bit slippery with that football, huh?
Absolutely. I believe that was Ty Meir on the recovery. His teammates are patting him on the back. And what do you say about those nice new helmets that Wildcats got?
Oh, those are just special.
Those are sharp, huh? Those
Aren't they sharp?
Gold helmets with the O on the backside, sides. That's awesome.
Yeah, those are awesome. One timeout. Keep an eye on that with 17 seconds. A good field position at the 38.
Well, and you got the touchdown machine, number 42, in there, right? So he could make a run from here. But you got time, 17 seconds. Remember, the clock stops on a first down for the Wildcats. Brady, he's got lots of room out there, but he fires the ball into he kind of was throwing that one away. So good job by Brady. He just ditched that one in the vicinity of a receiver so he doesn't get a penalty. That play took 6 seconds, 11 seconds to go here in the half. But we saw a defensive back blitzing for Oak Park, and he really disrupted that play. And Brady did a great job getting outside. I thought maybe he'd run it and get out of bounds, but
or throw it away, right? You don't want to
you
don't want to take too much time, but listen, he's only gonna get better as the season goes along. He did a great job of eluding the pressure there, so live to play another down. 11 seconds. You think maybe 2 plays if they're going to throw the ball here?
Well, with the timeout and the clock stops on a first down. So
right.
I do believe they're going to throw the ball. Back to throw is Brady. Brady looking deep, got a lot of room
up.
on it.
There he goes.
Fakes it, pulls up, fired. Looks like interference in the end zone.
Pass interference.
If that's in the end zone, that ball is going to be spotted at the 2.
3 on the clock, JR.
3 seconds, so you're going to get 1 play. If that play was in the end zone, that ball is going to get spotted at the 2, I believe. Now, in high school, it's usually 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, and it looks like that's what it's going to be.
Well, I just love the way that young man stepped up in the pocket confidently and threw a dart out there, and look what it led to.
Yeah. And the Wildcats, again, they're 15 yards, so they do get a first down. They get 1 shot at the end zone here. 3 seconds. They are going to call a timeout on the Oak Park team. But, Dave, this game has went, what we were talking about with 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Oxford lackluster, wasn't getting things to go, no turnovers, and all of a sudden that defense got 3 turnovers.
Well, we talked about it with about a minute left. Okay, well, maybe, Oak Park's just going to run it out. Go for the strip, Well, what did they do? They did, and they're coached up to do that. And now we're sitting at maybe scoring here to tie this ball game up. So it's completely crazy. I mean, I never would have predicted it. I don't think you would have as well. But
now wait a minute. Now I did say something about a turnover right there. I think I predicted that one. But no, you're right. And you know, even if the Wildcats don't score here, you know, they did a good job on defense, holding Oak Park on the kick when we had the penalty, and they turned 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes. It's just phenomenal. So. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can get one in the end zone, maybe not. But either way, it's going to be a dandy of a second half.
Well, another thing, you know, look at the confidence of Oak Park. You know, they had struggled with turnovers all season long, had been pretty clean on offense, and then in the last minute here, they've just kind of fallen apart.
Yeah. All right, so Brady Carpenter going to be in the backfield.
And again, get a 5-wide set out there.
Tate Muir in the backfield with him off to the right side. We get trips to the right. There's a flag on the play. And Brady breaks a tackle, throws the ball. It's a wounded duck. It's intercepted. But I think it's a defensive penalty, so I think we're going to get one more shot at it.
Now, was that offsides?
It looked like
it.
Yeah, because if it was an offensive penalty, they wouldn't have let the play continue. So I do believe it's a defensive penalty. So if it's a 10-yarder, boy, that really puts us in a great spot.
And, you know, if that's a free play like that and Brady knew it, then there's nothing wrong with throwing it up, right? But
I think that's against the Wildcats. So,
oh, boy.
False start.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, it's unfortunate, but.
Well, that's going to end the first half. But, you know, the Wildcats fought back. We got a nice ball game. Going to be a great second half. 13-6 at halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you in the start of the second half.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
After today's game, visit with the 24th Street Sports Tavern. The tavern supports the Wildcats, your team, your town, your tavern. The 24th Street Sports Tavern, Oxford. Summit Physical Therapy offers a wide range of services to help you with every ailment. We always provide one-on-one treatment with our patients with hands-on manual. Summit Physical Therapy, 72 South Washington Suite 106, Oxford.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 30 seconds away from the opening kickoff of the second half. The Wildcats are down 13-6. What an exciting first half, and really an exciting 2 minutes at the end.
Yeah, that last 2 minutes completely changed the feel of this game. You feel like Oxford has that momentum. I mean, they almost scored twice, almost tied it up. So I'm expecting big things in the second half.
Well, the Wildcats were down 13-0 with about a minute to go, and 3 turnovers by Oak Park, and the Wildcats were able to capitalize on one of them. And the third turnover was with just seconds to go. So, you know what? We get the kickoff in the second half, get down there, get the score, and then let that defense go to work.
Brand new game, right? Oxford's back in this game, and let's come away with a victory.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to start the second half. Wildcats again trail 13-6 against the Oak Park Knights, and this is a division of the OAA Red Division. Oak Park came into the game with 2 defeats, but they were against Lake Orion and West Bloomfield, correct?
Yeah, West Bloomfield 39-0, 38-6 to Lake Orion. So just 6 points all season long today. They doubled that and won. But we saw some positives from their offense, and especially from that quarterback, as we mentioned, James Burnley.
Burnley looked really good. He's got some legs. He glides out there. He's got them big, long strides, and, man, he showed a fantastic arm. So the long and short of it is this is a pretty good 0-2 team. And the Wildcats, 1-1 coming into the season, maybe took them a little lightly and weathered that start. So they won't take anything lightly this second half. And I heard the coaches down there at halftime pumping them up, and I really expect to see a whole different effort. Not even effort, because the effort from the Wildcats was great, but I think I'm going to see whole different results in this second half by the Wildcats.
We talked about it before this game. They played, they played 6 quarters of 8 quarters complete football, right? Let's just turn that back on, play the second half like we did against Clarkson, and we should get a victory.
Wildcats going to receive the ball. Kick is a good kick over towards the 8-yard line. Coming straight ahead now over to his right.
Got some room.
84, running hard. Ball out to the 25-yard line.
Couple flags, though.
Sal Vaccaro on the return.
Yeah, we got some flags out there. It looks like
dirty laundry.
Yeah, you never like to see that out there.
It's a personal foul, blocking below the waist. So half the distance to the goal. We'll get the ball on the 12. Well, this is where we started on our first offensive drive in the first half. We didn't get much going there. So I did some checking, and not sure the condition of 31, Melvin Eccles. Eccles was the starting running back for the season. Had a couple of injuries. So that's when Meir stepped in and kind of stole the thunder. And I can see right down there now, 31's on the sideline. He looks like he's in street shoes. So I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Tate here in the second half. Tate Meir in the backfield, takes the ball over the right side, cuts it back to the left, gets about 6 yards. We're going to give him 4 yards on the play. Nice job fading back to his left with Tate Meir.
Well, you understand being loyal to your seniors like that. You hate to see a change of running back because of injury, but you feel comfort back there whether you put Tate Meir or, as we mentioned, Sal Vaccaro in the backfield.
Absolutely, and you know what? He looked good in there for a while, did Eccles, and then obviously his hip or his ankle slowed him down a little bit. So the Wildcats, second down, 7 to go, 3-yard gain on the play. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. Opening possession of the second half, Wildcats trail 13-6.
Fullback back there as well in front of Meir.
Well, you got the Meir brothers. You got 24 in the front and 42 in the back. 42 in the back gets the ball to the 15-yard line. 1 yard gain on the play. Pretty conservative down here. It's pretty tough because you don't want to give a turnover and really give great position to the Oak Park team.
Yeah, and we've seen with Oxford trying to mix it up with the passing game as well. We haven't called too many wide receivers' names. Been a lot of consistent pressure, and that's credit to Oak Park as well. They've been in Brady Carpenter's face all game long.
I think we need a little misdirection here, right? So something to catch Oak Park over pursuing, and they've done a nice job of pursuing, but that's how you break that up, a little misdirection, and we'll see how it goes. Strong runner in the backfield, number 42, Tate Meir, sophomore.
Sitting at 3rd and 5 right now.
Junior quarterback, number 10, Brady Carpenter. Under center. Rolling to his right, looking to throw the ball. Got a receiver, got the first down.
That's it.
That's Meir, the fullback. Came through the line and worked his way to the right side. Good throw by Brady Carpenter. Nice job by the Wildcats getting that first down. Again, you had to do something. You got to open up that attack of the Oak Park team, and you got to do that by completing a couple passes.
Well, as we've seen, good things happen when you roll out Brady Carpenter. He's got that athleticism. He's got the cannon. He's got the wheels. So did a great job there, and we'll move these chains, and maybe we can start to get that passing game involved more.
9:30 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats with the ball. 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 25-yard line. Carpenter handles the high snap, hands the ball off to Tate, and gets the ball about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7. That high snap really hurts the rhythm of the play.
Yeah, and we've seen a good job by Carpenter a couple times. We saw it on the other end as well, bringing that ball down. But, yeah, once that happens, your odds of that play turning into much, they drastically decrease.
Wildcats have kind of favored this right side. They got the ball in the right hash. A lot of room on the left, but there's a lot of speed on that Oak Park team. So we may have to go straight ahead to beat them here. Again, 2nd down and 7.
And the shotgun.
looking for 42 out to the side, and they had it sniffed. Boy, nice job there just getting back to the line of scrimmage. That play was doomed from the beginning. The lineman saw Mir go off to the left side, and they obviously saw that play on film.
Well, JR, it felt like that play took a lot of time to really just turn into something, right? So, I mean, and at that point, like you said, they read it perfectly. They were just waiting to tackle Mir, so not much happening there.
That's got to be quick because, you know, it's kind of like an extended handoff. So,
yeah.
3rd down and 8, loss of a yard on the play. Clock's running with 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats on their opening possession of the 2nd half. Still trail 13-6. Brady directing traffic, sending Brendan Moore to the other side. Moore comes in motion. Snap is good. There's a flag on the play that's going to be offensive. Typically, they don't stop the play if it's a defensive penalty. So
it's like a
false start.
Yep, and that's the second time we've seen that.
Yep.
You know, when you're sitting at 3rd and 7, man, like you said, it's a drive killer because that makes it extremely difficult and very, very predictable.
Well, thank God that was only 5 yards. So it's
right.
You know, it's 2nd down and 12 or 3rd down and 12. Clock is running at 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the opening half. It's one way that your offense can help your defense by holding on to the ball.
Yep.
But we need a big play here.
Definitely taking their time in the huddle, and you have no problem with that. Brady Carpenter has a feel for this offense. Let's see if they can get this passing game going as well.
I think Brady's got just 1 completion so far today, if not 2.
I think I got 2 down, so just 2 so far. But
Carpenter stays in the backfield. Tate Mir off to his left. Little pressure by Oak Park, lots of time. Mir looks.
There you go.
Oh, nice job by Carpenter. Spotted Mir, hit him. Mir gets the 1st down, ball out to near the 40-yard line. But that was all Brady Carpenter right there. He was going to run it, tucked it down, saw Mir break loose from this defender, and just kind of pitched it out to him. Nice job by Brady Carpenter, and never giving up on the play. Number 42, Trent Mir, the sophomore.
It looked like he was trying to go deep there, nobody there, but kept his composure, stayed in the pocket, which a lot of guys will, you know, they'll run outside, they'll give up on that play, but he was patient, and as you said, Mir right there is.
Well, and Oak Park kind of helped out. They only rushed 3 guys, so there was a lot of time, so they didn't get any pressure on him.
A little surprising, too.
Yeah. Well, they were putting all that in the defense.
Right, 3rd and long.
Going for the interception. 1st down for the Wildcats. Handoff to number 42.
There
42
you go.
cuts
there you
back,
go.
breaks the tackle. 42 on the outside just gets brought down after a 1st down.
Now, that was a horse collar.
Well, I don't know if he had him behind the neck or not, but he had the jersey for sure. So nice job by 42, Tate Mir, showing some good footwork, got to the outside, nearly broke that one for a 7th touchdown of the year.
Well, that's it, right? Chipping away a little bit here and there, and you knew it was going to happen eventually. He's been extremely effective early on in the season. We talked about it, averaging a little bit over 5.5 a carry. So great job by sticking with the run.
1st down for the Wildcats, 5:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats have had the ball the entire 3rd quarter. Started the ball on the 12-yard line. Now they're at the 48 of Oak Park. Mir off to the right side. Nothing there, but Mir stretching it out. Mir breaking tackles. That's soft. Oh, and there's got to be a penalty there.
That was a late hit.
That was a overly aggressive hit. He threw him to the ground.
Well, they're lucky they don't get another 15 put on there.
Yeah, well, number 8
tough.
For the Oak Park team made the tackle, and he had Mir out of bounds and threw him down after a 9-yard gain. But Mir did that on his own. He kind of stretched that out, cut back, moved, shucked, jived, and picked up 9 yards on his own.
Yeah, that was a great play, and we talked about it. He's super physical out there. Great job. A couple missed tackles, and he used that stiff arm. Gotta love that. It's a beautiful play.
Well, 2nd and 1. Now this opens it up, right? So if they want to try to surprise him and hit him on a long one, they can. Or if they want to go straight ahead, get the 1st down, and just grind this puppy out. So old-fashioned Oxford drive right here. 5:19 to go. Mir left side. Mir looking for that 1st down. Mir spins and gets the 1st down. Boy, there wasn't nothing there again, and Muir did a nice spin, got the ball to the 38-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
You know, we often talk about speed, shiftiness of a running back, the power. How about vision? And that's something
vision,
he has.
Yeah, vision to me, you know, if you can see the hole and get to it, that's a huge thing. So we've had some great backs over the years, obviously the Line brothers and many, many others, but that vision is everything, because if you can see it and get to it, then you can make things happen.
Pretty good drive, JR.
4:45 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats on the move, got the ball on the 12. First and 10. Brady fakes, rolls to his right, got an open receiver.
Dangerous
He
play.
went for Brown, number 15, broke it up, and that was nearly an interception. That's Mines that broke that play up. 85 was there. Couldn't get much separation. That was Trent Brown.
Well, you got a player there, right? You could throw it away, throw it at his feet, but that's a tough play because you don't want to throw a pick six.
Well, I think if he throws that ball maybe another foot out in front of Trent, that gives Trent a chance. But it was a good throw, but the defender made a good play on it. Number 15 just made a good play, Mines.
It definitely give credit where credit is due, and it's hard to throw on the run. We've seen Brady's pretty effective with that as well. So.
Well, and hats off to Coach Line, trusting his junior quarterback to throw a pass play on the first down. If you don't throw it on a first down every now and then, those guys just load up to stop the run. So second down and 10. Carpenter. Handoff Muir, right side. Muir's got plenty of blocking this time.
Tough yards.
Gets the ball inside the 35, down to about the 32. Nice run, nice blocking at the point of attack by 54, 55, 72. They all had good blocks there.
Well, one thing about Tate Muir, with as strong as he is, you rarely see a tackle for loss with him. Because even though there's not a big hole there, he makes it happen.
He got 6 on the play, so it's going to bring up a third down and 4. You got this is really 3-down territory at this time of the game, inside of 4 minutes. The Wildcats have had the ball since the opening kickoff here in the third quarter, so an 8-minute drive. That's old-fashioned Oxford football right there. Bud Riley would be proud.
Ground and pound, right? That's the way to move the ball.
Pound the rock, baby. Again, third down and 4. Muir in the backfield. Looks like they're trying to get him off sides.
Brady calling it out at the line.
Yep, got it off before the delay of game. Nice hole right there. Ball inside the 30, going to be short about 2 yards.
Now they're saying it's a fumble. The player's there for Oak Park, but I did not see that ball come loose.
No, I think what they're looking at is a fourth down play now. So fourth down and 2. Wildcats here. This is their second or third fourth down attempt tonight. They made it once earlier with a penalty, but they have moved the ball pretty well on the ground here in the third quarter. Clock is inside 3 minutes, so they've had it for over 9 minutes already.
That's it. I mean, that time of possession, that can be huge in a ball game.
Well, especially, in a tight ball game.
Right, exactly.
Right? So your defense is getting a rest, and
that's it.
And their offense can't do much if they're not on the field.
I'm taking this right up the middle if I'm Oxford.
Well, you got the Muir brothers in the backfield, 24-42, 24 up front, 42 out back. Straight ahead running the pitch out number 42.
Oh,
he's got to make a move, and he does. Ball inside the 25, down to the 24. Boy, you put him in open field, and they can't tackle him. That was a great play call by Coach Line.
Well, you had 2 guys in front of him, but I tell you what, it would have been a little predictable, but maybe effective going up the middle. I love that call. I love that call.
I don't know if there's a penalty. It looks like there may be.
They're talking.
So let's see what the call is and what's going on down there. I don't see a flag on the field. Oh, yeah, I do. I see it in the 20-yard line.
Not a holding. You just hope. Oh, boy, that's tough. 15 yards.
Okay, well, the bad news is it was a 15-yard penalty. The good news is it was after the first down was achieved. So really you back up 15 yards, but you do have the ball first and 10 on the 40. So I didn't see what the penalty was, but the Wildcats still got the ball first and 10 at the 40, and the clock is approaching the 2-minute mark. So that's a 10-minute drive.
Well, it's first and 10, right?
Not
15 or
not
first
25.
And
no, first and 10.
So it's, you worked hard for those yards, but hey, you got the ball, you got the first down, and
Well, my guess is some emotions. You know, they're playing hard out there, and Wildcats are doing all they can to even this game up. So 1st and 10, ball on the 40-yard line. Brady Carpenter under center. Muir getting a heavy dose here in the third quarter.
Boy.
Gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage.
Big number 51, Anthony Collins there. And you see it, one tackle, and there's about 4 or 5 guys that have swarmed around. They've been pretty effective on that D-line.
Well, and you're starting to see some frustration on Oak Park,
yep.
right? And you know, the bottom line is that's when you got them on the run. So Wildcats.
Well, you know they got to be tired too. You know what I mean? This is a long drive.
It's more difficult on defense than it is on offense because you're reacting and you know where you're going on offense. So the clock is, if you can believe this or not, the clock is at 1 minute.
That's wild.
All right, that means the Wildcats have had the ball the entire third quarter, right? I've not seen that in a football game in my
at
life.
any level.
At any level. And, again, Bud Riley would be so proud. 2nd down and 10. Pitch, 42. He's got some blocking, got some room. Stiff arm. Gets the ball to the 35. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5. Boy, good job by Oak Park closing that up because Muir had some room.
Yeah, that's a linebacker, Amari Coleman Jr. for Oak Park. Yeah, that looked like he was going to burst through, but they closed that hole in a hurry.
Well, and again, if that's a 5-yard play on 3rd down, we needed that to make this a more manageable 3rd down play. So
I got to tell you, JR, though, if you don't score on this possession, you know, it's kind of a gut punch. If you've held the ball for the whole entire quarter.
Well, and there will not be another play in the 3rd quarter. So the Wildcats hold the ball for all 12 minutes of the 3rd quarter, still got the ball with a 3rd down and 6. So that's amazing. That's a 12-minute drive and 12-minute quarter. That's crazy.
You said you've never seen it. I've never heard of it. So I can't believe that. I mean, that's something to be proud of, but like you said, you want to cash in, though. You got to cash in with those opportunities, with those long drives, because if you just drain the clock out and you didn't come away with any points, you didn't really necessarily help yourself.
Well, you know, you're exactly right, Dave, and that's absolutely true. And the Wildcats, they're going to be in 4-down territory here because they've actually shortened the game now to a quarter, and they're going to need a score just to get even. Maybe they go for the 2-point conversion and take the lead, but the bottom line is that's still impressive either way. But, boy, I'll tell you, this has been just one whale of a ball game. Both teams are playing hard.
Well, you've said it a couple times. Old-fashioned football. Bud Riley is smiling somewhere watching this game. You know, this has been classic football. Ground and pound, hard hitting. You know, we talked about RPO. You see a lot of that now, that run-pass option. This has just been a lot of, hey, go get it, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't think Bud's watching it right now. He's probably over in Almont coaching.
That defensive line and offensive line,
Yeah, so let's get this 1st down. Let's get in the end zone and tie this puppy up.
Yeah, 3rd down and 6. Do you run that ball and then maybe on 4th roll out Brady?
Well, I think you want to see what the defense, if Brady can read the defense and see what they're going to give him. Muir's done a nice job running the second half, and there's been some nice blocking by the offensive line. So, you know, and this is about the area they nearly popped Trent Brown for a touchdown in the 1st half. So we'll see what happens here. I guarantee you they're going to go for it on 4th down. So I think they're going to probably do something pretty safe. They did. Brady's got lots of room.
There he goes.
Brady Carpenter making a move.
Look at
Brady
those wheels.
Looking for the end zone. Carpenter. Touchdown. That's a 37-yard run for Brady Carpenter in the end zone.
That was beautiful.
Well, you know, and they had man-to-man coverage. They spread the field out. Carpenter got by the first guy, and there was nobody there. He had the 1st down easy, and then he got a couple of nice blocks by his receivers downfield. Carpenter with a beautiful run to bring this game to 13-12. Nice drive.
I don't know if that was a design play or if he was just reading that defense, but you just talked about it. That was beautiful.
Yeah, we call that, you know, you mentioned the run-pass option, and I think that's what happens. You give a good athlete the ball in open field, you know, so 10 seconds into this 4th quarter, the Wildcats they're actually going to go for 2 here.
Wow.
Try to take the lead. That's great confidence by Coach Line. He doesn't play to tie. He doesn't play to how did the one coach say? We play to win the game.
Dare I say,
we play to win the game.
Dare I say, drive of the
Edwards.
season. Drive of the season.
Drive of the decade. 13 minutes. Are you kidding me?
He's got
Wide
him. He's
open
got
receiver.
Him. That's
Trent
it.
Brown. That's Trent Brown, the tight end. Sneaks off to the left side, and he's hit by Carpenter for a 2-point conversion. Wildcats take the lead on a 12-minute, 10-second drive. Somewhere, the old football coach is smiling.
I got to tell you what, this was a heck of a drive. Now, it would have been gut-wrenching had they not come away with something, but you just felt like they were not going to be denied.
Well, you know what? They overcame the drive killer with the 15-yard penalty. Again, the break on that was it was after the play, so they get the first down, and it's first and 10, not first and 25 or third and 25 or something goofy. But the long and short of it, great play calls by the coaching staff, great execution by the players. And, boy, Oak Park, now we're in their heads, right?
Oh, yeah.
They had the lead from Jump Street. They've lost 2 games already this year. You look over there, their heads are down, right? They're
tired,
do.
Right? That defense is tired. I mean, if you had to print it in the paper right now, it would just say the drive.
Well, I think we'll nickname it the drive if it holds up. I mean, we got to win the game.
Still got a long game.
Yeah. It's much shorter now after that drive, a 13-minute drive. Crazy
hopefully
stuff.
Oak Park doesn't have it for 11:50.
Well, yeah. They can keep it for 11:50 if they want, as long as they don't get in the end zone.
Well, there you go.
Now, that's a great kick because it's over the head.
Beautiful.
That's a live ball. They got to pick it up. Oh, he makes the player miss.
Man.
They really had him pinned, but still good coverage by the Wildcats. Man, that was dangerous on the Oak Park side, but what a good kick by the Wildcats.
Well, that was beautiful, and we've talked about it. The new special teams coach there, obviously a heck of a leg. Help me out with the name here.
Dave Rayner?
Dave Rayner.
Well, let me tell you something. In today's society, in today's school of choice, when a talented young man, has a choice to go play football, and he can look and see, this guy went to SMU and broke all Eric Dickerson's records, and he played 7 years in the NFL. And I got a field goal kicker that kicked a whole bunch of field goals in the NFL. You start to get some pedigree, and you never know. You pick up 1 or 2 players a year, and it makes a huge difference.
Well, that's
the program.
The thing. Yeah, and you got great coaches on every level for Oxford too, right? We've already talked about the Carpenter family, the JV. The dad there, Carpenter, Mr. Carpenter, Coach Carpenter. It's just a football family here.
Well, it's a football town.
That's it,
right? I mean, you can say what you want about wrestling and the bowling and all the other things that we have. But this is a football town, and there's a great play. Now your defense, who spent the whole time on the sidelines in the third quarter.
It's Viviano right there.
Viviano making it happen, number 7.
Yeah, you they're amped up right now, and they're ready to hit somebody.
They did a great job the last 2 minutes of the first half, and they're going to carry that over here in the second half.
Well, they're the reason why we're in this position too, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, they're a big part of it. So
11 minutes, 10 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Wildcats on top, 14-13. A miraculous 13-minute drive. Back to throw the ball.
Oh!
Oh, my Lord! And it's intercepted by the Wildcats. No, it's...
What a hit.
Oh, my God.
I think they're amped up a bit.
Wow.
I think it's safe to say.
Was that 84?
They sent that young man back to the 8th grade.
That was Sal Vaccaro. That made that hit. I'm almost certain it was 84. That was wow.
I felt it up here.
Bill Service fell off his stool. That's how hard it was.
Oh,
what
man.
a great hit. I'm not sure who that was. I don't know. We got a replay, but I don't know what number that was. That was a great hit. We've had the drive and the hit in the same game.
Wow.
3rd down, 9 to go. Wildcats getting some pressure. Good throw.
Ooh.
Did he catch it? He hung on to it? Nice job by number 4. That's Harris, Amari Harris, with a great catch. And look at the arm on that quarterback, Burnley.
Well, I'll tell you what. Harris held on there, and he anticipated a big hit. You saw that safety moving in, and he didn't stop his route.
Yep.
He stayed in there, and that takes a lot of concentration.
Yeah, it takes a lot of guts.
Oh, yeah.
If we weren't on the air, I'd say something else.
Right.
Guts will work for right now. 10:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats holding on to a 14-13 lead.
What a game.
Oak Park with a first down, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 38-yard line.
Oh,
off the left side, Wildcats give up about 8 yards on the run.
Yeah.
But that's more of a better run by the player. Wildcats had a defense that pretty well. That's number 2, Gross.
Yeah,
Preem, excuse me.
Some big lanes there, by those big guys up front, and just a lot of room. And we already talked about it. They have a lot of speed, so sitting at 9:55 right now, just a 1-point lead for the Cats.
Yep. Well, you knew Oak Park was going to, mount a rally. There's no doubt about it. The Wildcats are going to have to stiffen up on defense, maybe force one of those turnovers we talked about earlier. But nice job here by Burnley. Handoff straight ahead, first down. So the Wildcats, good defense there, but he only needed 2 yards for the first down. Wandry on the tackle.
Yeah, so just like that, they converted on that big third down, and that's credit to Oak Park, right? All the momentum in this stadium, and it was thick in this stadium. You could feel it was on the side of Oxford, but, composure by that young man at quarterback, stepping in, a big throw. So.
And a great catch by the receiver. But
exactly.
Wildcats showing a lot of heart out there, fired up. Again, I didn't catch the number, but that was one whale of a hit.
I was too excited, JR. I'm going to be honest.
I saw it coming. Off to the left side, number 21 with the carry.
Oh, man.
About a 4, maybe 5-yard gain. Bodies are flying around out there. Everybody is playing so hard. Nice job by the Wildcats.
Number 21 on the run out here.
That's Watson.
That was Zakuni Watson for Oak Park. Yeah, lots of speed for him.
Yeah, time here on the tackle. So 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 4. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the game. Wildcats holding on to a 14-13 lead.
Like we said, coach's dream, 5, 6 yards like that on first down, you really open up the playbook. So.
Yep. And these receivers have been able to get away from our defensive backs. But running straight ahead,
Lots
number 21, Harris again.
Man.
Harris inside the 25, 35-yard line. First down. Again, that's Watson. Ball spotted at the 35. 1st and 10, Oak Park on the move. Wildcats just took the leads. Cheerleaders with their pink pom-poms are calling for the defense to step up. So is Coach Line, but he doesn't have a pink pom-pom.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
And if you're Oak Park, you just stick with that run. Why wouldn't you?
Well, he's going to roll out to the right, the big quarterback.
Great
what a
play.
Number 2 for the Wildcats. John Velvo, he was the student athlete of the week last week. Wow. What a great play right there, charging in there and making that tackle. Great job by that senior.
Special player, plays on both sides, plays receiver as well. But I had a chance to speak with him before the season. I said, what do you like better, a big touchdown catch or a big hit? He said all day, big hit.
Yeah, and that was it right there. I remember that was on behind the scenes.
Behind the fence.
Behind the fence, yes, sir.
Yep.
So 2-yard loss on the play. Nice job again by number 2, John Velvo. And congratulations to him on Student Athlete of the Week.
Oh, yeah, that's big.
6 minutes and 56 seconds to go, 14-13. Back to throw the ball, and what a great throw.
Shoestring tackle, though. Good tackle.
Shoestring tackle, shoestring catch. That ball looked like it was overthrown, and that receiver just ran it down.
Yeah, Vaccaro with the tackle there, and he did a great job just to catch up, but looked like a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe as he was the safety over the top, probably he was his guy, so.
Well, again, those receivers have shown a lot of speed by Oak Park, and we've had trouble keeping up with them in the defensive backfield. So the Wildcats got to stiffen up here. 1st and 10, handoff to number 2 over the left side.
Tough yards there.
That's Rim.
Look, there's some
again,
frustration
there's a flag on the play, and I think that's going to be unsportsman.
Yeah, I think that's Oak Park.
On Oak Park this time. Again, the emotions are high. This ball game is crazy because this is Oak Park's only the first time they've had the ball in the second half. So,
well, this is a team
see what the penalty is.
That lost both their games, right? They were playing great against Oxford, up 13-0, and
looks like they're going to call offsetting penalties there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Well.
So they're just going to leave that play offsetting. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
It's definitely getting
so again,
chippy.
It's getting chippy. You're right. Inside the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, and this game is totally up in the air. 14-13 Wildcats right now. What we have of a crowd, what they'll allow here, are making some noise, cheering on that defense, running off the right side. Nice job again. That's
great
number
tackle.
2. That's John Velvo again.
Wow.
That's 2 big plays in this drive by the defense.
Oh, talk about Johnny on the spot, huh?
That was Johnny on the spot. 4-yard loss, going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Great tackle, open field. The runner had a head of steam, and John just stretched him out and brought him down.
Yeah, had he not gotten that tackle, that could have been a pretty dangerous
He gets
play.
around that corner. It's 6.
That's it.
Here we go, 3rd down and 9.
Making some noise here in the stands.
The crowd is getting fired up. Snap is good, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he threw it behind him.
Oh.
Nice job.
Velvo out there in coverage, too.
Well, I'll tell you, that throw was a dangerous throw because Velvo had good coverage. They kind of went to the back shoulder, and it was not there. So here's your ball game, really, in my mind. It's 4th down. You got 9 yards. The Oak Park team needs to get a touchdown. They actually didn't get a 1st down. So I think they're looking at potentially a field goal here.
Well, they went to that fade, but the thing is, JR, I'm surprised because they were running the ball really effectively.
Well, again, sometimes a coach outthinks himself.
Right.
So I got to have the element of surprise. I got to do this. I got to do that. So that's one of the things that made Coach Raleigh the coach that he was. He wasn't into outthinking, or he was just going to out-tough you.
Right.
So if he was running it down your throat, you better clear your throat because you're going to get a dose of ball. In here, the Oak Park team, again, they were running the ball just fine. But, let's give it to Velvo. He made 2 outstanding tackles that those could have been good plays.
And you just talked about it, right? This could be the ball game. There's 5 minutes on the clock. We just saw this offense drain 13 minutes off. So if you're Oak Park, you're thinking, this is the game.
Yeah.
We have got to score here. So.
Well, and I think they may be thinking, can I kick a field goal here and take a 2-point lead?
Well,
if they have a kicker, I mean, it's not an unreasonable distance. Ball's on the 15, so it's 25, 7-yard back. So you're talking a 32-yard field goal. That's not that uncommon for a high school kicker to do.
Offense coming back out, though.
But, they obviously don't have much trust in the kicker. Or they just don't have one, and that happens a lot in high school. Well, got to recruit a soccer player,
that's it, right?
So here is a big play. 4th down. Now watch your defensive line. Don't get pulled off sides. Snap is up. He's rolling to his left. He fires the ball. He's a wide open.
Oh, he dropped the ball! He dropped the ball!
Lord. He was looking to where he was going to run and drop the ball.
He dropped that ball.
He turned his head. If you look at the play, he turned his head, and he hadn't had the ball in his hand. It was a little bit low, but way catchable. Reminds me of a Lion.
Oh, my
Detroit
gosh.
Lion.
Oh,
right? Sweat.
DeAndre Swift.
Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Yeah, had a game winner with 6 seconds to go and dropped it, and there it was.
You got nowhere to run. You just got to stay there. So
absolutely. Well, and again, that young man is going to feel worse than you can imagine when he sees the tape. He let his teammates down. The throw was okay. He was close to being over the line of scrimmage, so hard to tell. But
close.
The long and short of it is Wildcats need to run this one out. 5 minutes to go in the game. Brady hands the ball off to number 42.
Ooh.
Caught in the backfield.
Look at that penetration,
Well,
JR.
yeah, I think, again, you're looking at running this clock out. So 2 first downs will do it for you.
Yeah.
Southfield has their 3 timeouts remaining.
I mean, they're timing that perfectly on that defensive line.
Well,
they're
and
getting
again,
a lot of
that's where you take a misdirection and you can pop them hard. So you got to spread that out. You got to open it up, and then a little something over the middle maybe, or like I said, a misdirection. If they're over pursuing, you can catch them. So 2nd down, 4:10, 4:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats hanging on 14-13. How's everybody doing back there at the 24th Street Tavern? Are you enjoying yourself? We are.
I heard a bunch of people. They said yes. They like that drive. So
look at that. They're running hard. Ball over the 15 to about the 16-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Wildcats really, really need a first down here because Oak Park can score at a moment's notice. They're that quick.
Well, also, you're deep in your own end.
Exactly right.
Think about field position here. So, do you play it safe? Do you just hand it off?
I think you do. I think you got to do a little clock management. 3:30 to go here in the contest. Right. You got a 1-point lead, and your kicker's done a nice job today with some of the punts. But I think they're really looking to try to get this first down. I think a little swing pass to Mir. We've had some success with that. Mir over the low. No, there's nothing there. Stay in bounds. He did.
Yeah, that was close too. Yeah.
So again, I think coach is putting this game in the hands of his defense.
And why not, right? I mean,
sure.
That shows confidence in those guys too, and they feel it. And
timeout.
We've seen some big hits.
Timeout by Oak Park. That's going to be their first of the second half. That'll leave them 2. 3:07 to go in the contest. Wildcats holding on to a 14-13 lead.
So
hey, hi up there.
How's it going, everybody?
That cameraman, Dan, he is a machine.
Been all over the place.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, JR.
My agent didn't give me this much, screen time.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, right? I was just about to say that. I didn't. I wasn't told that my face was going to be on camera so much here.
Well, they tell me I got the face for radio.
Well, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this has been a lot of fun, huh?
It is. This has been a very entertaining ball game. Again, we looked at some incredible things. We had the drive, which was 12 minutes and 10 seconds. Now that I think about it,
the hit.
We had the hit, which was an amazing. We don't know who it was, but they made a well of a hit.
Yep.
So now we had a crazy finish to the second half.
It's
been odd. Half.
It's been odd.
Yeah. So let's see.
How about a 60-yard punt here? We'll take one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. So the orange shoes back there, a high snap. Does a good job of getting it. Nice low line drive kick.
Good bounce.
Let's get an Oxford Wildcat bounce.
Ooh, get on that. That hit a leg there.
Boy, if that hit his leg, that's an Oxford ball, but I don't think they're going to give it to us. Boy, not as good a kick as we could have had, but ball out towards midfield. So inside 3 minutes, defense got to step up one of them turnovers.
Well, you're asking your defense right here, one more stop, right? One more stop. Put it all out there. I mean, they played a whale of a game, really. So,
well, and we got to remember that 13 points was scored in the first, pretty much the first quarter.
Well, that's it.
So the defense have pitched a shutout the second, third quarters. They did a great job third quarter. They didn't even give up a yard.
Well, yeah. And they're going to claim that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 10, Oak Park. 2:57 to go. Running the ball over the left side is number 21. He's been a beast all day. That's Watson.
Now, something to point out, too. By Mir not going out of bounds, they did have to use one of their timeouts.
That's a big play. It really is. Good spot on your part. There's 2 timeouts left for Oak Park. Clock's running with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Ball game in the balance here, gentlemen. Wildcats up by just a mere 14-13 score. Just a sensational ball game.
Taking a lot of time, too, aren't they?
Well, they sure are. I mean, there is a lot of time. When you're at this point in the field and they're back to throw, Wildcats getting some pressure.
There they go.
Number 7.
Big hit.
Nice job by number 7. Watch it here. We got another scrum between 51 and 72.
Yeah.
But Viviano, again, in on that tackle. And number 7, Mitchell Viviano was in there.
And it's okay to celebrate, but get back in that huddle, get ready on defense so you're in position.
I think that's what happened. The 2 players, the offensive and defensive player there, were tangled up.
Yep.
And he was trying to hustle, and the defensive player didn't like it.
I think that's the second time out there for
second time out for Oak Park. 2:05 to go. I mean,
so that's huge.
Yeah. And again, they're in 4-down territory, so I think you got to really be weary of the pass plays. If I'm a coaching staff on the Oak Park, the young man that dropped that ball, I'm going to try to make him my hero, and I might go to him. So I'm keeping a special eye out on that gentleman.
He's been on the top of your screen for most of this game. You look at Salvacaro there, that safety. You know he's going to be spying on him. So but we've seen him go to the right side as well. So this is a quarterback that has the arm.
Yeah, absolutely, and the wheels. So
it's it.
You got to be real careful here. So the crowd is starting to stomp their feet.
They're loud out there.
They are for the few people that are here. So 14-13, 2:05, 3rd and 4. Looks like a false start to me, but it's not called. Good pressure by the Wildcats.
There it is.
They got him. Number 7 got him again.
That's it.
That was a big play because that's a huge loss. That's Valvano.
Again. Wow.
Viviano with the big tackle.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, that was beautiful.
You know what? That's a coverage sack.
Yeah.
Right? We talked all night about the defensive backs struggling to keep track of these wide receivers. He had no one to throw to. Good job by the defensive backs. Number 7 worked hard, and that young man ran right to him. Mitchell Viviano with a big play right there. Now it's 4th and 8 with under 2 minutes to go.
Well, they're passing the ball, so you're just going to have your guys back.
Well, you know what? You're going to try to put the ball in your athlete's hand, and that's that quarterback, right?
Yep.
So I look for a rollout. If he sees it, he can run. He's really looking for the first down. They're not looking for a score here. So the defense has got to play him honest, got to play him tight, and this is your ball game. The Wildcats hold them here. The Knights are out of timeout, so Wildcats can go to the victory formation and run this one out.
It'd be a well-deserved victory, man.
Absolutely.
They fought tonight.
And, nice job by the coaching staff.
Great job.
Halftime adjustments, and what a bunch of offensive calls on that 12-minute, 10-second drive.
Listen to this crowd.
Crowd is rowdy. Here he is. Viviano got him again.
No time.
Number 7's got him again. You got a victory right there. Number 55 also in on the tackle. That's Gilbert. The Wildcat defense, what a ball game. You can say all you want about that 12-minute, 10-second drive. That was impressive. But what this defense did at the end of the second quarter and right here on this drive was very impressive.
Well, that's what Coach Line said, right? He put that confidence in his defense and said, hey, get me one more stop. And what'd they do? They did it.
They rallied. There's no question that the coaching staff, Coach Line, has really got the pulse of this team. And these guys played an inspired ball game all the way. They didn't get down. You mentioned early in the contest, how do you keep them from getting down? Yeah. They're down 13-0. They're not playing real well. Well, that's coaching, and that's what you're there to do. And you pick these guys up and you inspire them to pull themselves up, and the teammates pull themselves up. And, boy, what a rally. 14 unanswered points and 3 turnovers.
Well, overcoming adversity like that will go a long way.
Well, not only in a football game, but in life. There's no question. So these guys will think back in this ball game. So there's no timeouts. The Knights cannot stop the clock. So I believe the Wildcats can take a knee and run this one out. Now, they may run a play or two, but we'll see.
Yeah, the most beautiful formation in football right there, huh?
Yep.
JR, they deserve this one.
Well,
they really did.
No question. And, my hat's off to Oak Park. They came in here after, getting clubbed by 2 outstanding programs, and they're looking at Oxford saying, we can compete with these guys. And they did. They competed extremely well. And it was just a fantastic ball game from start to finish.
Well, listen, we've talked about it. They went from the OAA white to the OAA red. They were 6-0 in conference play last year. They're 0-3 right now. So it's just a difference in talent.
It's a difference. If it's a difference in competition.
Well, that's it, right?
So you lose a lot of good players. It's the catch-22, right? You want to go up to that number 1 division, but you want your number 1 players. Well, they won that white division, right? With some talented seniors. Well, they're gone. So it's not the same team. So it's almost a penalty to have to move up.
That's it.
Right?
No, that's it. And you saw some good things. You saw some good things from them. And
this is a good team.
Yeah.
There's no question. They're a good team.
That's it.
Clock is still running inside 40 minutes or 40 seconds.
40 minutes.
40 minutes. We're going to do this again. What a ball game. The Wildcats in the victory formation. This should be the last snap of the ball game.
Yeah.
It is.
I tell you what, doesn't it feel good after that last game, too?
What a victory for the Wildcats. I can't wait. I'm going to go down on the field, and I'm going to find Coach Line, and I'm going to congratulate him. I want to hear what he says about this game. I don't remember. I've been doing this, I think we figured it out last year, 13, 14 years, and this is one of the most hardest fought games that I recall. This was what a doozy of a ball game.
Beautiful ball game. Glad that everybody at the 24th Street Tavern was able to join in for us. OCTV covering this game. JR, beautiful game, right?
It was. It was. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I can't tell you how much fun it is to bring you contests like this. These are young athletes in the prime of their high school career, and they're out there battling for their school. And remember, things like COVID, they've battled all sorts of adversity to get to this point, and this ball game was just a microcosm of everything that they've gone through in 2020, right? They were down, they're up, Oak Park was rallying, the defense stepped up. Just what a fantastic ball game. Oxford Community TV, thank you very much for bringing this contest, giving us a chance